Good morning. I'm Wendy Gerig, CEO of the Roseville Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are privileged this morning to have our police chief, James McCowan, on with us to give you an update on what's happening in the community as it relates to protesting and unrest and how to remain safe. And I would just like to say that I think on behalf of all of the chamber, the right to protest is something that everyone is entitled to, but doing it in a manner which respects people's property and everything else is something that we need to keep in mind. So, Chief, if you'll give us an update on what you're seeing and how our businesses can remain safe, we'd appreciate it.
Sure. I'd like to preface my remarks first off by saying that, like every California police chief I know, I'm appalled and upset by the events in Minneapolis involving George Floyd. And I just would like to remind everybody that California has the highest standards for police use of force and the laws regulating that and training. And here at the Roseville Police Department, we've long stressed constitutional policing, appropriate use of force, and put a big emphasis on training. So while we understand the national upset, we have done our best to prevent these type of things here. And in no way do we want anybody to think that we don't see the issues with that event in Minneapolis. So moving forward to what has occurred here locally, starting on Friday, we began monitoring. Well, first of all, before Friday, the Roseville Police Department was in the COVID-19 deployment mode, meaning we had already maximized our staffing for the last 3 months on the streets in Roseville using different units that are normally on special assignment. And we've never lessened that response as we've reopened. So when Friday occurred, we started to increase our awareness, increase our deployments, and we picked it up on Saturday. And then actually on Saturday and Sunday, we provided mutual aid under the mutual aid agreements statewide with Sacramento. Saturday and Sunday. Sunday night, of course, was the worst. There is a new technology that people are using, either they're protesters or opportunists, but they're using the social media technology to communicate in real time and coordinate their activities. And there was definitely a criminal element at work Sunday night. And so besides downtown Sacramento, North Sacramento County and Citrus Heights had some looting. We had a very heavy deployment on Sunday night, and fortunately, we were not hit, but we do know that there's a lot of communication and observation of what law enforcement in each city is doing between offenders. So moving forward to Monday, yesterday, City Manager Dominic Casey and I had a discussion in the morning, and he authorized me to take maximum protective measures. I do suspect that I will close the budget year this year a little higher than expected because of that. And I have required and asked of every member of the Roseville Police Department to make some sacrifices, as we have affected everybody's schedules with this deployment. Now, for operational security reasons, I won't go into the details of what we've done, but I can tell you we are fully committed to protecting Roseville, and we will maintain the status until things calm down and we can then go back to our COVID-19 deployment, because we will still keep a higher level on the streets here for a while. Looking forward, we know there's some protests scheduled for today in Roseville. We monitor protests, we value constitutional policing and exercise of rights, but we got to remain vigilant. And there was protests up in Auburn yesterday, a small protest out at Sierra College in Douglas. And I just want to let everybody know that there's a lot of false information going out on social media. So first off, the offenders are communicating largely privately, and I have detectives who have some means to monitor some of that stuff, but there's a lot of false information going around. So I'm going to ask that everybody in the business community, before they take action, try to confirm. We have been putting out updates on both Facebook and Twitter. And I want to remind people of the handles for those. So our Facebook is at Roseville, California Police. And our Twitter handle is at Roseville_police. So that's where you're going to get the best information. That's where we're going to let you know what's going on. And then we do ask that the community, if they see something, say something, because we may not know everything that's going on, but we're okay with that. But don't take action based on a rumor that's been repeated off of an unsubstantiated post on social media. So with that, Wendy, you have any questions?
I have no questions, Chief, but I would just like to, again, thank you for taking the time to come on and chat with us just a little to reassure us of what's going on in our community and how we can be good stewards by checking out valid information and making sure that people are aware of it. So again, to you and your officers, stay safe, keep us safe, and thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Okay, and like I said, I just want to remind the community it's a full commitment here of all the men and women, including our professional staff that are helping keep us safe.
Thank you very much.